Hello everybody, my name is Dusk and welcome to another episode of Talon's Guide. In this guide we're going to go over the introduction to the Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunters are a brand new type of class in Diablo 3 that are not really seen in Diablo 2. It is quite similar to the Amazon, however, but with a few new tricks. For example, the Demon Hunter can place down traps and is also very mobile and has a lot of tactical and ranged, really strong range attacks that set it a little bit apart from the Amazon, although they do share very similar skills. Because the mana resource was replaced in Diablo 3, the Demon Hunter has two types of resource it has to manage, and it's pretty unique compared to all the other classes as they only have one. Demon Hunter has both Hatred and Discipline. Discipline is similar to mana, it slowly regenerates over time and is used for all the defensive Demon Hunter skills. This is essential for keeping the Demon Hunter alive, and so Discipline is one that should be tightly managed. Hatred, however, is a resource bar similar to the Barbarian. You have Hatred Generator and Hatred Spending abilities, and so that's basically going to be where your damage is going to come from your Hatred Generation and Hatred Spending. Both of these resources need to be kept and used pretty sparingly so that you can maximize your damage output. Demon Hunter is going to be fairly fragile, and so you want to stay in the back of combat, and you're going to use your Discipline to help you get there. When you're in the back, you use your Fury to output your damage. Both your Fury spending skills and your Fury generation skills are fairly good, but it's crucial that the Demon Hunter stays in the back. As I said before, it's a very class that specializes in just doing damage from afar. If we take a look at the Demon Hunter's items, they can't really use any two-handed items at all. They can use all the one-handed items, however, and they basically specialize in bows, crossbows, and hand crossbows. Hand crossbows are the specialty item for Demon Hunters, along with their offhand quivers, and they also use cloaks instead of chest armor, but they can also wear chest armor as well. Now, Demon Hunters aren't meant to take damage, and so, like I said many times before, they're really just there to go in the back of the fight, do lots of damage, and they really can do lots of damage so long as they stay in the back of the fight and aren't forced to run from enemies. The playstyle of the Demon Hunter is the complete opposite of that of a monk or barbarian. They're more akin to the assassin type role. And what I mean by that is they use their traps, and so that helps ensnare the enemies if they come close. They also have an ensnaring ability as one of their Hatred Generation abilities, and when the enemies do come close, they can use their Discipline to quickly display or get away or disappear from the melee enemies and then kill them at range. Now in party games, you're going to be using your allies as a meat shield. They're going to be absorbing the damage. When you have any ranged attackers, you obviously use your Discipline to get away, and then you just go and output damage from afar. The Demon Hunter really doesn't have any problems with getting away from heroes. They just have a low health is the problem. By heroes, I mean both heroes and enemies in PvP and PvE. Now, because the drop system in Diablo 3 is changed, you don't have to worry about all the melee heroes picking up your items, which is a really good thing. And so even with a ranged hero such as the Demon Hunter, you're not going to be duped on drops. You're not going to be able to get less drops than any of the melee heroes. And so Demon Hunter is a great race to play. I really like the Demon Hunter. Here we have a clip of the Demon Hunter fighting the Skeleton King Leoric, and we see that I'm just constantly going back and shooting the Leoric. I'm dodging all his dash attacks or his blink or whatever you want to call it, where he comes up to me and starts attacking, and I'm just shooting them afar with my rapid fire ability. That is by far my ability that does the most damage, and we're just using that constantly. I'm using my Discipline to get away from King Leoric while using rapid fire to put out damage from him. When my rapid fire uses up all my hatred, I go ahead and just generate back with one of my other Hatred Generation abilities, and that's basically going to be the playstyle of the Demon Hunter. If you guys like classes that shoots from afar, does a lot of damage, is very acrobatic and mobile, and basically controls the battlefield with their high damage output and has really high range, feel free to choose the Demon Hunter. My name is Dusk. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave in the section below, but otherwise I will see you guys later.
Not enough hatred.